Good morning, it's Mrs. Gershon here. This week you're going to be working with inflected endings with words that end with a Y. So let's go ahead and read our list. We have play, crying, sprays, playing, staying, spraying, spy, cried. Then we have fry, plays, fries, frying, sprayed, cry, stay, spray. Then we have stays, fried, played, spies, cries, spied, stayed, spying. So you're going to see base words this week, and then you're going to see them again that have when they have an S added, when they have an ed added. Ed is normally talking about words in the past or putting words in the past. And then ing is typically when we're talking about words that are in the present, like it's happening right now. So let's take a look at our first word, play. We can see it ends with a Y. That's the base word. That's the word in its original form without any endings on it. So then I can find plays. Notice that nothing changes with the word except that an S is added on the end and you keep the Y. Then you have the word played. Again, the Y stays the same, just adding the ed. And finally, you have the word playing. Again, keeping the Y, adding the ing. There are words where you have to drop the Y and add IES. So I'm going to give you a little hint as to when to drop the Y and add IES and when not to drop the Y and add IES. So because play has a vowel before the Y, you're going to keep the Y. If the base word has a vowel before the Y, you're going to keep the Y when you add the SEDING. If we're looking at the word crying, let's go ahead and look at the word crying. I'm going to find the base word of crying, which is cry. Notice now there is no vowel before the Y. It's a consonant. When the letter before the Y is a consonant, there are times where you have to change the Y to I. So, for instance, it stays Y in crying, but when you move to cries, you're going to see the Y is dropped and you're adding IES. And then when I look at the word cried down here at the bottom, again, dropping the Y and adding the ED. So typically you're going to keep the Y when you're adding ing, but if the word has a vowel before the Y, when you add S, you're dropping that Y and adding IES. Oh, sorry, when it has a vowel, you keep the Y and just add S. Excuse me. And if it has a consonant in front of the Y, that's when you drop the Y and add IES or IED. All right, kiddos, if there's any words that you are unsure of the meanings, please go ahead and raise your hand and we can go over them. If there's any questions about do I drop the Y, do I keep the Y, you can also raise your hand and ask a teacher. Happy sorting.